Greetings for the 13th of March. Unfortunately, for the morning stream, my live stream has not panned out. Somehow something went wrong and I didn't record, so that's lost. But that was a valuable morning because it was a heavy loss overall. Um, minus, we can round it up to 8 risk factor loss. So that's somewhere around 400 pips. Now we are live. The Nasdaq is about to open, and I have entered a short on the back of this long wick on the candle rejection of a 500 moving average, and because we are so far away from the VWAP, so I expect that this will touch the VWAP at least partly, at least temporarily, I mean, and then we'll see where it goes. Of course, the opening range break strategy is in motion. Today we had an, for me, unexpected break higher. The DAX went initially lower, and I was heavily shorting this. I was hoping and I was expecting that the market was not happy with the progress of the war. There was no news which would make me positive about any of this. So now I am surprised. We'll see how it goes. I am now adjusting my feeds so that we don't have such a high burden on the PC. I need to probably upgrade my equipment a little bit here. But we are where we are. So DAX is now forgotten. It was a nice trending day. And actually I did go long. But I was stopped out just so. If you look at these here positions, these buy positions here, 4 buys, one of which was stopped out here. And the next one, the last one, I think, it was a pain because it was just, this was a short, sorry. I think the short here, but this one here, this buy, I was just stopped out on the wick of that 5-minute candle within a couple of pips that held. I would have had a running trade, which because I stepped away from the computer, didn't look at this at all. I would have had a trade which would essentially cover 2/3 of the loss today. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Nothing we can do about this now except to trade Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is opening and it is going. It has a big candle to the upside initially. We'll see if it holds. I would expect a break towards the downside, at least partly. Yeah. I will add to this and put the break even on the other trade. Already stopped out, but it's Nasdaq. Get up a little bit more. I will enter another short. That's too late. Well, I'm putting this break even. Only 1 unit of risk allowed. Again, stopped out. I will then take another short here. 3 minutes left, and the 3-minute candle shows me downwards, so this is a fake. I would then be worried that this might go directly up, but we'll see. It's an indication to the upside. I think that the 3 minute candle is sort of the fake candle in the 5 minute range. It usually then goes the opposite way. The 1 hour chart is bearish, but I would still expect this pullback. Let's check the values because there was major news today at 1:30. Uh, the values were slightly worse for the goods orders, and the gross domestic product was significantly lower than expected. Other values were within expectation, but they were also less categorized as lower impact news. Still in the loss for that initial position. We have entered another short. And it's a very good start. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Similar behavior. S&P not doing much here. Let me secure this with a break even. I don't care. May go. It's not going longer, right? All right. I see some bandwidth issues there. Pretty crap. Can't have my news on. I'll try with two outlets. Nothing new. Al Jazeera's even to Al Jazeera's maybe. Okay, we may be pushing lower. This is now the opening range, so I'll be adding a short in here. It punched through. So I need to secure this with a here we go. We'll close the first order. I think I managed to get some 50 points in there. Yes, always good. And we're expecting the view up touch at least, and then go back to this. So I will be looking to close this upper position. Maybe the lower position I'll close at the view up if it ever gets there, and we'll see what happens there. That's another 50 points. Observing the stream, Peter Wieland. There's this guy called D Money. Um, it's pretty good, but he's definitely a scalper. Not exactly what we do here, but as well important. Okay. Similar story to what we had in the DAX, I fear, but replayed within two candles. Whatever happens, I'm short as per my strategy. I am going long above this candle. So if that maintains like it, that will be an indication, indecision really, that pop bounced off this, what is it, 50 moving average. Didn't even get to the view up. So then the break above this would be a strong indication for a higher trade. Uh, Theoretically, this could go as high as 2490, 24,900. And there we go. I'm about to get stopped out and enter into a long position. So my previous trade that I took was about canceled here. I'm slightly down, maybe slightly, yeah, probably break even on the US trades. Um, Almost break even. So did a lot of transactions today. We already took 5 trades on the Nasdaq with a break-even result. And now let's see what happens. If we go back, now I count it as a failed breakout. So this is one. And if we go up and then down, then we're out of the market. And we're gonna have to come back later, see what happens. If we push to the upside or downside, we'll of course be adding to our ad. Okay. Let me see if this even works. Yep, there's a slight delay, but okay. So we had the pop to the fake out to the bottom. Let's see if the top is going to be more successful. We are out of the market now. We have bracketed the market. And I'm starting to think that the first breakout is quite often a fake one. But if you get this strong push out, you need to take the first one because then you lose the opportunity to get in. And that's bad. Okay, we're long. If you look at the previous day here, this actually just went down. Um, Not a very long run, but you still had 18, 19. That's not a lot, right? 90 pips is not a lot to work with. Um, Given that the candles are so big, even altogether get maybe the width of that opening candle to the downside. That's, yeah, less than ideal. 100 pips in here. So seems to be going higher. I will be securing the original trade soon. Okay, I'll be adding to this once we pull back slightly. This is a double top. Is this a double top? I don't know, but it may very well be. I'm a little bit wary of Nasdaq. Nasdaq is a kind of a index that likes to fool around and trap people. So we have now broken above the highs. Let's see what happens here. This is where we would have some stop losses. Oh, okay. For now, 50 points. I need to go long. Need to add. And the reason I need to add is I need to scale my position in case this is a trending day. I need to be able to uh, so now I am in trade. My stop loss is 50 points below the current position. Ideally, I would add in here, but I was afraid of the double top. I have to see. The volume is quite high. Protected by break even. If we go lower, I'll be looking to add. Didn't really understand the optimism in the market. Um, I think it's just on the back of the US president saying that they'll just declare a victory and get out, leave everything in mess. Okay. Okay, we should be adding on top of this. I would like a pullback in here, any kind of pullback. So far away, oh my god. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Also have to add to the position. We have a. I added the position. The spacing is too wide. I really don't like it. I need to find the take profit. Well, the first position would be somewhere around here. In fact, we already reached that. That's unsettling. Like 150 pips. Oh, that's gonna be bad. I'll add a long in here. Okay, super short stop loss. So we have lost the trade here. That's not ideal. We're out. Here's the pullback. So this might trigger here. Not good. Not good at all. Why do I have sell positions in here? What is this? Okay, so this was the initial one. Yeah. Let's clear the structure a little bit because we made a mess out of it. So we're still holding on to one position. That's a big rejection. Um, so we might be touching the opening range. So I'll leave that stop here and reduce this position here. Come on, pull back a little bit more. There we go. We're approaching the lockout threshold. At 10 times the factor of risk. I'll have to step away. I don't want that. But we are not doing great today. I will be patient here, I think. But the problem is that it looks like it's going to break out, but it might then come back again and we're going to increase our loss. So ideally, we want to wait until it approaches the opening and then go back up. Our stop loss is way down here. That would be, again, a situation where I am allowing double risk to open positions. Everything else, I would rather have single position open and then only the add-ons being secured by break-evens. So when you add on, you secure the previous position by break-even. So if it retraces, you only have 1 unit of risk. Problem is when it goes back and takes a couple of your positions, you're tempted to get back into those positions, but um, you should only do it if the move continues again in your direction, as if it was a new move. Like here, it took me out, it's going back. Difficult. Hmm. Wonder how I could change the title of it because right now I'm saying this is a DAX trade, where this is in fact a Nasdaq trading session. Uh, I'll have to edit it later on. There's a bit of a chop in here, whether it's a bull flag or just distribution, hard to say. Oh my god, sorry about that. Didn't realize I had my game on. That's embarrassing. Back to trading. No fun, no games. Oh, there we have a pullback, but it's strongly going up. So may not touch the opening range. Let's see what the candle does. This is what Tom Hogart called a parabolic low. We'll go long in here on this reaction. I had an opportunity to go in here, which would be better, but not ideal. And the market is bad. Ah, it's an unfortunate stop loss here. Oh no. I'll be right with the touch of the um right at the touch of the opening range. Which I'm expecting it might go down to. Let me pull this just a tad bit lower so that we have some room to play with, especially this candle is actually whoa seriously dropping. And we're gonna offset by reducing this stop loss here by more than we have extended this one. So even if we crashed both of these, the total loss would be similar. And the buy limit will also reduce. Oh yeah. We're in the trade and we're just dumping. So now this is the make or break. If it's gonna return, we're good. If not, it's the end of the trading today. Hmm. I hate Fridays for trading. I really might consider stopping because I just don't get results on Friday at all. Let's start securing them with so we have now 3 positions open. I would like to secure at least one with a break even stop loss. Now we're done. So this is not great. Then it means that we're going to go lower. Well, what I expect. Where's this? Yes. I have lost it. Hold on just a moment. Okay, so we are probably done. Yeah. Oh, this is so bad. So bad. Hate this price action. It was 80 pips in profit. I don't know, this 150 is coming much. I don't know if this is if I can sustain this. But I have to stop and just add on trades earlier and remove them at 50 points. And then keep the remaining ones afloat. So we're already stopping out. Let's stick to the original entry here. This is a 60 pip stop loss for the original entry. Didn't manage to reduce the risk. I mean, it wasn't super bad because a lot of these broke even or with a minimal stop loss, but we did get two full ones broken. Actually, only one half risk, and then these ones which are essentially break even. So it wasn't bad, but this was a sell which I attempted here. This was an initial breakout. and that was offset by these trades. So here, this is a break even. This is essentially 2 units of risk altogether. So it's not terrible, but it's not great either, right? My next thought is if it continues straight down, I have this one last entry. It's a terrible day today. Terrible. And it was very close to getting this beautiful rally that I'm bummed about. Just got ticked out here. On a break even here, got stopped out. Position could have been up. You need to wonder if perhaps it's worthwhile to play against this, right? So just stack positions for about 100 pips, 3 positions, 100 pips, and then return on the comeback. As in, hope for the comeback, liquidate them. Because that's what the market seems to be doing lately. But then again, the moment when you switch, right, you're gonna get a full rally. So what's the VIX doing? VIX is hanging on. That kind of rejection doesn't warrant a big chance it will come back. Dow Jones would have already triggered a short, and the similar to the S&P. Mouse is off. I think the doc is just giving up. What's oil doing? Sideways move. So bouncing between the moving averages. I think it's technical here. No major news. Seems. Hmm. What a shit show. Just got removed from the position. I think we're now negative on the whole week. Still up, but goddamn. Mm, I almost expect it to fail now because this is. We had a failed breakout, then we had a failed breakout to the up, and now this is the third attempt. Going into the weekend on Friday, extremely red. It's just bad. There was nothing we can do. In a breakout strategy, this is what it is. But the losses are too heavy, I admit. Need to be more careful. Look at it. Just broke it and it's going back up. Well, this is natural. And this is something that we could observe also on other occasions. It just bounces around like that. Um, takes it here, takes it there, takes it there, and then it's still choppy. Situations like these, we're gonna step back and we're gonna have to look ourselves out. I'm going to then come back when we see in the day if there's a clear structure or a clear move to either side. If not, we can then position ourselves towards the highs and lows and see. Ha! Perfect. Perfect bounce. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, screw you, Nasdaq. I hate you. I genuinely hate you. Just fucking hate you. And I've seen this that Nasdaq does this, but Dow Jones not necessarily, right? So it didn't have this fake out. Oh, sorry, this is starting here. Yes, it did have fake out. Yeah. Well, nothing you can do. This is a minute 3 pullback, so I'm almost tempted to take a buy in here. That's a fake move, but I'm already in the red, so yeah. The emissions are slowly creeping up from the depth zone to just negative zone, and we will see if perhaps over the weekend it's going to calm down, go back to the profit target, which is over here. And so we're now moving towards the moving average, the 50 SMA. I use simple moving averages because I like things simple, but I know people use EMAs. Um, See, as I mentioned, minute 3, minute 2. That's a fake. It's already here. You could easily take this long because minute 3 bars are deceitful. Oh, now we see the true nature of this candle. It's gonna close in about 30 seconds. And I expect will be taken out before then. And I'm walking away in this case because when I don't know what's going to happen anymore. I would expect, however, that if it really happens, then we would have this big, so yeah, 170 pips to the downside. Pretty hefty chunk, but there's potential to go to the downside still. 170 pips. I would say that maybe, yeah, this would be a good opportunity. It's still alive, but just barely. Come on. It's Friday. I want to go. Look at this average breakout, right? So the breakout value here is on the previous day, which I missed. And there was a fake out, and there was 170 pips worth of breakout, and then it was choppy as hell. On the day before that, we had a fake out, but a pretty significant one. And total, so no, there was a fake out, and then we only had like 80 pip. So from here, that's 15 pips. So the double fake out, and then the next one is also a fake out, but it was a 70.1, and that would be it. Right, there we go. Out of the market. Thank you very much. So this was as well. And this might go on, so no reason to stay in the trades. Okay, so we're out of the trade. Um, and I'm stepping that way. Huge loss for today. Really significant. Um, barely saved the week. But took most of the profits from the week just today. Terrible trading. Before I forget, I will be stepping back in somewhere in the afternoon. If we develop this range to the down side, I'll be looking to short somewhere here with a take profit target below the VWAP. And I would be willing to buy somewhere. So we had, what was the range in here? It was 166. Let's call it 150, 160. From that level, 160 is somewhere here. I will be willing to buy in here. Yeah. All right. Thanks.